questions to Professor Volmink is firstly, why did you feel we needed to create artifacts like this book? And secondly, you've been a very influential supporter of PFP since 2011. Why do you support the idea of Partners for Possibility? And I'm hoping Professor Volmink.
Thank you, Louise, and hello to everyone, all the colleagues, some familiar faces. I'm happy to see one of my previous bosses here, Brian Figaci, and others. So I want to say that I was living in Durban when Louise presented the PFP model at a conference, international conference in Durban. And I was very taken by that. In fact, I was uncharacteristically found myself on my feet giving a standing ovation because I really felt it spoke to me. These elements in the model was exactly what I thought should be in an educational intervention. And I know there was another part that I like, and that is that she made the point that in a country like ours, we can be mesmerized by the problems, and we all are aware that there are many problems, or we can see possibility in all of that. And we can only do that through partnership. And so the idea of Partnership for Possibility is not only focused on schools, but is actually focused on society. And I felt, I had another conversation with her a year later, and I felt that this has to be made an artifact, the story of PFP, because many people have good ideas, but when they're not there, the ideas disappear because it has not been documented. And the other reason is evidence. We need evidence and we need to hear the voices of people so that we can see that this is something that works. So thank you, Louise, for inspiring me. In the country, we all need hope and we all need inspiration. And I want to say thank you to you and your team for making a difference in my life. And that's why I did that. Why I like the model? Well, there are many, many reasons. And I think that, you know, the PFP program addresses some of the fundamental challenges that we face as a country right now. We're in a leadership crisis, a leadership not only politically, but leadership in education. And we need a program like PFP to remind us that we need to be active citizens and that we need to build a nation. Ultimately, it's about nation building. We're building a new nation. I want to say that if we are going to bring positive change to the country, we cannot, and I agree with PFP's philosophy, we cannot ignore the 13 million learners at 25,000 schools all over. The point about that is that each one of those 25,000 points of delivery, at each one of those educational sites, there is a leader. And that is called the principal. And PFP is an initiative that aims to strengthen the leadership capacity of school principals, particularly in under-resourced schools. And I applaud that. And that's why I like this program. Just one or two more things. PFP is not just strengthening principles, but PFP is also strengthening the fabric of South African society because it provides a structure for leaders from different backgrounds, from education and business, in different socioeconomic realities to come together and work in the community and make a difference. I like the fact that business leaders are challenged through the PFP to leave the comfort of the air-conditioned corporate offices and spend time in under-resourced communities. That's a real challenge. You need a lot of courage to do that. And they experience some of the harsh realities of this country. You experience it there. And so in communities all around South Africa, these business leaders are helping to mobilize other citizens to do the same. And so, I can go on, but I just want to say two more things. And one is, we are moving to a post-COVID, hopefully, society. Long before COVID came, we were in trouble, not just as a country, but as a world. And part of the reason why we were in trouble is because we were driven by self-interest and avarice. And we worked only in silos. And so it became very difficult to attain some form of cooperation if we are driven by these things. And I want to say then, when COVID-19 came, it laid bare some of the problems, some of the inequalities, and some of the challenges that we face. And although it did that, it also offers an opportunity. And that opportunity is for us to reimagine the world, the one that PFP is striving towards, where we can actually work together as active citizens around significant issues, such as the educational crisis. I want to close with a quote that I wrote down, and it's from a person called Anita Murjani. And for me, that's the underlying basis of the thinking in PFP. She says so beautifully, and she's a cancer survivor born in Singapore. And she says, in the tapestry of life, we are all connected. Each one of us is a gift to those around us, helping each other be who we are, weaving a perfect picture together. That's Anita Murjani. And the PFP is weaving that picture. Thank you, Louise.